premises or have on a leash, tether, or a fence. So that's a minor misdemeanor. The maximum penalty is a $150 fine. There's no jail time. You understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand the rights you have?
Yes.
How do you plead to this?
Not guilty.
I'm just going to set it for a trial because there's no jail time or anything, so we're not going to have pre-trials or anything like that. You're welcome to have a lawyer if you want one, but I can't appoint one because you're not in danger of going to jail. Only people who could go to jail can get a court-appointed lawyer. So I'll set it for a trial. Do you work, sir?
Mm-hmm.
Mondays or Fridays? That's when we have court. What's better for you?
Fridays. I work Monday through Friday, but
Okay. I'll set it for the 7th, March the 7th at noon.
okay. But if I just pay my fine, I don't have to come back.
Well, I haven't set your fine, so
Oh.
you'd have to change your plea. Do you want to change? If you want a trial, we'll have a trial. If you don't want a trial, then you would have to change your plea.
I mean, I can just pay my fine.
Okay, well, you have to enter a guilty or no contest plea before that happens. So, you want to
Guilty.
change your plea to one of those? Which plea?
Guilty.
All right, I've got it, and that means you're admitting it's true.
I mean,
I'm going to read the affidavit, and then we'll see what that says. This is from Deputy Atkins, Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. They failed to ensure, restrain, confined a chocolate lab mix on his own premises. Max was observed unrestrained and not monitored by his owner on video camera of a neighboring property. When I spoke to this person, he indicated his dog is young, has recently been neutered, believes that may be part of the behavior issues. Friend showed me in his backyard he has a tie-out, attempts to keep Max tied up when outside, but has a tendency to escape the front door when it's open. He reports on February 7th, his mother was watching the children and Max. The neighbor complained on February 3rd that Max chased his daughter and her friend while they were running. He expressed concern about the safety of everyone in the neighborhood, not knowing if the dog was dangerous or not. During that event, on February 3rd, requested a warning be issued to owners. And at that point, I guess, apparently he'd had a warning before, and then it happened again on the 7th.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything you want to tell me?
Yes.
I mean, I wasn't home. My mom was watching the kids, and he got loose from his chain.
Yeah. Well, you got to keep him up. I mean, that's the law in Ohio, but that's not very well honored, especially in rural areas.
Mm-hmm.
But dogs are supposed to be confined to your premises or on a leash.
Yeah. Okay.
So, Mr. Gill, anything you want to say about it?
It's not the most serious one of these kind of cases we've ever heard. We take no position on the fine, but we don't think that there needs to be anything excessive.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'll impose a $50 fine, and the dog warden hates this because they get the money if I impose the fine. So they don't like me doing this, but this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a $50 fine. I'm going to suspend it on the condition that you keep Max up. I will order you to pay the court costs, which is bad enough. That's $125. So, do you need time to pay it, or can you pay it today?
I can pay it on Friday, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll give you till Friday to pay it. We'll put it down for then. I'll cancel the hearing on March 7th. And just keep keep Max up, whatever you gotta do. If you gotta get one of those electric fences, whatever, but you can't let your dog out, run the street and chase people around.
Right.
That violates the law, so. Okay, take care of your court costs, and the case will be over, keep him up.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I wasn't going to recall Robert Jenkins, but his name was up there with a big bright red R just a few minutes ago. But he's not up there.
Your Honor, I'm going to pay it today.
Okay, yeah, just go see the clerks to the right and leave the court.
I can try. State of Ohio recalls Robert Jenkins, was to appear on Zoom.
Okay.
Oh, there he is, there he is.
All right, Robert Jenkins, are you there, sir? Robert Jenkins.
The clerk's advice he's having an issue with his mute.
It does have a line to it, I don't know if that's from.
That's for you. I don't, it's not, he just came on, so let me see that. It asked to unmute, but that's not going to unmute it. It's on his end. Okay, it'll be passed. He's not here.
State of Ohio recalls Crystal Cantrell, case number CRA 2529 and CRB 2530. Mr. Steyer's case.
Crystal Cantrell. This is Mr. Steyer's case, and there was, this is mother daughter.
State of Ohio calls Tanisha Cantrell, case number CRB 2531 A and B.
And they were gonna go to Pat and
Morgantown.
Okay, that was the answer. I knew they were going somewhere in West Virginia. I couldn't remember where. I actually called Mr. Tarvin from TCC because I knew he was who arranged it. I'm gonna hang up now, thank you. Actually had him on the phone to find that out. Last time we were here, they indicated that they were gonna be going in there on a future date. I can't recall what that date was, Your Honor. I apologize. So it was today. I think we probably would need to make contact with that facility and see if we can't get them on video.
You wanna try to do that now?
Or maybe it was yesterday or something.
Someone here that may.
I think it was yesterday, actually.
A family member?
And well, TCC is the program that I'm in, and there's actually a worker outside of the main.
Well, they're not actually at TCC, just the guy from TCC made the
I think it's
arrangements.
called Pathwise is the name of the.
Okay, so, yeah, if we could make an attempt to contact them and either get them on today or find out a time we could get them on.
Okay, we'll recall. I'll let
Thank
you
you.
work on that.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Terry Gibson, case number TRD 242599 A, B, and C on a recall.
Terry Gibson, after 10 o'clock now, was called previously, was not here, still not here. So there'll be a bench warrant and no war bond for failure to appear today.
State of Ohio versus Ethan R. Anderson, case number CRA 24706. Tyler Smith.
This is Mr. Smith's case, Tyler Smith.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay, and you're at the counseling center.
Yeah, oh, I think it's TCC, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
see
the
that.
counseling center, that's what it stands for.
Thank you, sir.
And Mr. Tarvin sent me a text saying you were doing well.
Thank you.
Okay, I went out there to look for.
He's sick, I think, Mr. Tarvin.
Okay. That's fine.
So you had to get our municipal on board too, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So they agreed?
Yeah, they agreed, and everything actually went very well.
Okay. So, what's the state's position?
Well, we're satisfied for the time being that he's in treatment. We actually previously amended the felony charge to a misdemeanor.
So, and it's still pending as far I don't have a plea. Was there a plea entered?
No. So it would be a misdemeanor resisting and then a disorderly conduct in 4. Our primary goal in this is to make sure that Mr. Anderson is successful in his treatment, so we don't ever have to see him back here again.
Yes, sir.
But we will be seeking a conviction on these, and if he were to plead guilty today, our recommendation would be 6 months in jail, suspended, and we wouldn't want him ever to have to go to jail unless he isn't successful in treatment or violates the terms of his probation in some other way.
Right.
So if he wants to do that today, if they don't want to, they can go ahead and we can prepare to have a trial.
What do you think I should do? I mean, I won't do treatment. That's a fact.
So you have to, for police officers, you have plea, and don't suspend any jail sentence, but it's incentive for you to finish.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
It appears that he wants to change his plea, Your Honor, and
Okay.
join in the recommendation of the state.
All right, so you agree with what your attorney is representing in court?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the resisting was amended to an M1 resisting rather than a felony 4. And then the other, well, I think that's the insurance, disorderly conduct, there was a disorderly conduct also. And it's 4th degree misdemeanor. All right, Mr. Anderson, you have a right to make a statement to the court before I sentence you. Do you have anything you want to say?
Just thank you guys that I've got a really good feeling about this.
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, do you have an ankle monitor on now? Or what?
Yes, sir.
You did. So that had been one of the things I wanted to see happen. So that's jointly placed by both courts, or what was?
It's placed by you, sir.
Okay. Well, let's keep it in place for a little while, and once I'm convinced you're really committed to this, then I'll take it off.
Yes, sir.
I'm okay, and I don't know what your feeling is on this. You're a young guy. Well, you'll be 28 this summer.
Yes, sir.
Is that right? Okay. You could have a long life to live.
I know. I'd like to work at one of these treatment facilities, maybe. One day we sit back there.
That's a good goal to have. But you need to be successful to make this work, and you can be successful. And it has to become, rather than you're doing it for me or Judge Waldo, you're doing it for yourself and
Yes,
your
sir.
family and everybody that cares about you.
Yes, sir. I actually talked it's my wife now, we'll hear soon, and she was actually in active addiction, and I talked her into coming up there on her own cognition. And so now she's in treatment, which is amazing.
Okay,
It's
very
amazing.
good. Do you have any children?
Not with her. I got one child in Huntington, but I've got to get my stuff together for him because he's
Yeah.
5 years old and I've been incarcerated most of his life, so.
Yeah, okay. Well, good goals, do it for the right reason. Okay, on the resisting arrest, I'll impose a $400 fine, but I'll suspend $300 if you're successful in treatment.
Okay.
Order you to pay the court costs.
Yes, sir.
180 days in jail, and I'll suspend all of it if you're successful in treatment.
Okay.
So he's to complete treatment at the counseling center, TCC. 2 years of level 4 probation. His first review hearing will make in about a month, so let's make it the 21st of March. So I'll keep seeing you periodically until everything's completed, until you complete your treatment. And
Yes,
I'll
sir.
look at taking off your ankle monitor in the future.
Okay.
On the disorderly, no fine, just a 30-day jail sentence suspended. So I've actually got 7 months over your head.
Okay.
I don't want you to serve a day, but if you need some negative reinforcement, sometimes we all need, a little stick to make us do what we are supposed to. Here's the stick.
Yes, sir.
And the carrot's the suspending the fine. So do what you need to do. There's going to be tough days where you got to grind it out. Let's do that. Do what
Something
you're
I'm willing
supposed to
to
do
do.
even when you don't really want to.
Yes,
Was
sir.
there cost on that case, or were that?
No, just one court cost. They happen at the same time. So March 21st, I'll see you for your review hearing.
Thank you.
9 o'clock. You'll have to check in with Mr. Major about your probation.
Okay.
Okay, so good luck. You're at a good facility.
Thank you,
Take
guys.
advantage of it.
State of Ohio versus DeJuan Sullivan, case number CRB 24779.
Yes, I'm here.
All right, this is Mr. Smith's case. It's set today for trial.
Your Honor, that's what I had it for. However, Mr. Sullivan, and I talked to Mr. Hill yesterday, the ride he's supposed to have, he told me yesterday that, he has that ride. And I asked if we could continue it. For some reason, it's also set as a pretrial, so I told him just appear by Zoom. We'd like to get another date if possible. Now, there's no objection from the state, and we'd waive time to the
Okay.
trial.
Do we have any witnesses here or anything? Anybody that needs to be notified?
Well, actually, Your Honor, in looking at the docket, I thought it was a pretrial today also, and we called off our witnesses.
Okay. Well, those things can be wrong.
Well, I understand.
Oh, there were subpoenas, but it looks like it was Deputy Frame and Deputy Cochran were
Yeah.
subpoenaed.
Yeah, I advised Mr. Hill yesterday that since I was going to ask to continue, he could call off his witnesses, so I don't believe anybody showed up for the state either.
We thought it was a trial, and we the witnesses that they had been called from.
Okay, how about the 17th of March?
That works. Yeah, 17th of March. I think that's okay.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm available.
Okay, so I'll set it at noon on March 17th for the trial.
Do you still want her to subpoena that girl there?
State of Ohio recalls Robert Jenkins, case number TRD 132488, A and B.
He was there before, but I couldn't hear him. Okay. Pass on Mr. Jenkins. Cannot hear him.
State of Ohio versus Tessa Curry, case number CRB 257, A and B, Mr. Morgan's case.
Tessa Curry is Mr. Morgan's case, set for pretrial.
Feel if she ends up being guilty, what would be your recommendation?
Well, our recommendation would be suspended jail sentence, and of course, she's got both the theft and the trespass charge, so we'd ask for 60 hours of community service, and I don't know what the suspended jail sentence would be, but maybe 20 days, something like that. Or to stay out at Walmart.
Judge, we're going to have to change the plea.
Okay, what plea does Ms. Curry wish to enter?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Is that correct, ma'am? If you enter a guilty plea, you're admitting the charges against you are true. Do you understand that? You have a right to make a statement to the court before you're sentenced. Do you have anything that you want to say to the court before you get sentenced?
No.
Okay, well, my standard on this is to have you screened before I sentence you, so I want you to go to probation and do a urine screen, and then get the results. I'll do the sentencing. So go with Mr. Cooper, he'll show you where you need to go to do the screen.
State of Ohio versus James P. Gibson, case number TRC 2533A and B, and CRB 2518.
James Gibson is Mr. Morford's case and set for a pretrial.
Your Honor, he called earlier to the court and left a message that he didn't think he was going to be able to make it due to car trouble. If we could have a week's continuance.
Mr. Hill?
We're not opposed to continuance of a week.
We'd waive time, Judge.
Okay, so that's going to be February 24th will be the next hearing for pretrial. That's next Monday at the defendant's request.
Thank you, Your Honor.
State of Ohio versus Sean Miller, case number TRD 242365, CRB 24739. Sean Allen Miller here at the court.
This is also Mr. Morford's case, except for pretrial.
Judge, I don't know where he is. We've tried to get him in to watch the video. If you recall, I asked you for continuance to do that. We called him on January 13th and never came in and have not heard anything further from him.
Okay, there'll be warrants issued for failure to appear. 7 days, he's got 7 days.
State of Ohio versus Amy Dement, case number CRB 24363, CRB 24525, CRB 24526.
Mr. Morford's cases. Okay, and this is Mr. Ashworth, is a special prosecutor on this, and he is appearing by teleconference.
Judge, we've had numerous conversations, Mr. Ashworth and I. We're unable to resolve it. We'd ask you to set it for a bench trial.
Okay. Let me give you.
That's correct. Yeah, let me see the date.
All right, let me give you some dates. I just set one in March, so let's see. About either the 24th, 28th, or 31st, any of those dates work. Any of them work for council.
All those are good with me, Judge.
So I'm in trial. I'm in trial this 2 weeks, starting the 24th in Wheeling. Civil case. Can I get another date? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, let's go into April then. In April, pretty wide open, so I do have 2 trials scheduled for the 21st of April. Other than that, any Monday or Friday in April is good.
I've got trial and common pleas on the 1st, Judge.
Okay.
The only date, Your Honor, would be the 7th, that I couldn't do it, so any date other than the 7th.
Okay, how about the 11th, both of you, Mr. Morford, Mr.
I'm good, Judge.
That's fine, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll set it for noon on April the 11th.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I've been told that Mr. Thacker is here today, the alleged victim, and that he's been coming to our office, both here and in Ironton. I think he thinks that we're prosecuting the case, but we're not, our staff's not really able to communicate with him. So I just wanted to make sure that Mr. Ashworth knew that. And if there's...
His sister has my contact information, and I've talked to her regularly. So Mr. Thacker is, he's not completely deaf, but he has trouble communicating. His sister does communications for him, and she's welcome to contact me and discuss whatever she needs to.
This is Mr. Thacker.
Yeah, this is Mr. Thacker is here. April the 11th, let's clear that with him. April the 11th is the day we're setting this for trial.
Can you be here April 11th? Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, it's going to be set for trial April the 11th at noon, 12 p.m.
Just sitting out there. And they were taking your
And if you have questions, Mr. Heal's not prosecuting, it's Mr. Ashworth that's on the screen. I think, is this the sister that's in the courtroom?
Yeah,
Okay, you have his contact information, I believe?
yeah, I got his number, yeah.
Okay, so if you have questions, you can direct them to
Yeah.
Mr. Ashworth. Okay, April the 11th at noon will be the trial.
State of Ohio recalls Thomas J. Coe to Orange County Jail.
Thank
Case
you.
number CRB 2576, CRB 23128, dated D, CRB 23742, and guilty dial.
Okay, Mr. Steyer, we're going to take some time to discuss the matter with Mr. Coe. I assume that's happened now, and we're back on the record.
Yes, Your Honor, I spoke to Mr. Coe. He had previously been released to RRS.
Yes.
He indicated to me that there were some issues there he didn't wish to discuss over the phone that led to his not wanting to remain there, but that he would be willing to go to a different facility. Based on some of the allegations in the criminal affidavits, I think Mended Reeds, if they could take him, might be the best bet. TCC would be another possibility, but I don't think they have anyone here today. Mr. Tarvin is out sick. Mended Reeds also doesn't have anyone here today, but I think that would be, again, that would be my guess, would be our best bet based on some of the allegations in the, I guess not in the complaint itself, but in the criminal affidavits. So I'm going to ask that he be given an OR bond with release to a treatment center, and I'm going to try to get Mended Reeds to look at him as a possibility. If the court's okay with not with a place other than RRS, which is where the court ordered him in the past.
Well, my difficulty with that is that this was back in was that he left RRS back in,
At January 8th, it was on a probation violation warrant, Your Honor, on CRB 23742.
so it's been fairly recently. He left RRS and didn't come back to court, and then he got this new charge, and the charge is pretty serious. And the type of charge that might cause a facility not to want to take him. It's a burglary involving going into a neighboring person's apartment. As I understand it, was a female.
Yeah, through
Through
Air
the
duct.
air duct.
Well, our intent's to take it to the grand jury. So if he were to get into a treatment facility, I think we'd be okay with that with the GPS if he waived to the grand jury.
Do you understand what's being said? The state is saying they're agreeable to allowing you out on a GPS if you waive your new felony to the grand jury. You still have old misdemeanors that will remain here.
I will do that.
Okay. On the basis of that offer, and assuming that the bond would cover both the new charge that goes on to the grand jury as well as the charges that are going to remain here, we'd be willing to go ahead and waive his right to preliminary hearing at this time.
They want to figure out if he can be accepted into a place.
Well, we want to maybe set it back for Friday or Monday.
Yeah, well, we can do that. I mean,
And I could try to-
under those circumstances with Bethesda, talk with him.
Sir, we can talk to him.
Okay.
I don't know how much there is left of the docket today. We could wait and just recall him, but it looked like a pretty light docket, so I don't know if there'd be time for that.
You want to do a little assessment of him, and we can figure that out today?
Sure.
Give her the court's files.
You
Okay.
understand being arraigned on the probation violation, or not to just recall?
I've already arraigned him on that.
That one's not been taken out of the system, I'll just make sure that's clear.
Okay, so we'll bring him back after he's been assessed.
And if we could, Your Honor, I have some information on the Cantrells.
Okay, very good.
We're ready for another one today.
Okay, let's
Oh.
do that.
Okay.
State of Ohio recalls guilty dial at the Orange County Jail, case number CRA 2568, CRA 2569, CRB 2570, and TRD 154643A and B.
All right, this is Tyler Smith's
So we need
case.
to do a little more jail time first.
Your Honor, this is one where is a felony charge of robbery. I've talked with Mr. Hill, I've talked with my client a little bit. He's willing to enter a plea if the state would not proceed with the felony. And just reading the statement, the facts, I believe the state's willing to keep it here, have him plead to the misdemeanor theft. I believe there's a couple other trespass as well. There will be some jail time, though. I don't know how many days of jail time. He'll get credit for the time he's been, I assume. But he also has a holder out of Kentucky, which
Yes.
that would keep him in jail anyway. So I don't know what the date. I believe he wants.
They asked for no bond.
Right. He's right now on a $15,000 cash surety bond out of this court, so I don't know. I just want to make sure that,
It's apparently the charge over there is a burglary in Kentucky.
The robbery in this case involves when they were trying to apprehend him following their discovery of him trying to steal from the store. He pushed through the group of loss prevention people or whoever with the shopping cart, pushed him out of the way on the way out of the store. But he ended up being taken into custody. So we're okay with nolling that charge, but it's pretty serious nonetheless. He's been in jail. This is the 9th day, maybe.
He came in on, yes, he's been in 9 days.
So we would want him to actually spend a total of 20 days in jail. So he'd have about 11 more to do. So we would ask for 60 days, if he pleads guilty to this, 60 days in jail with,
He also has, he had an old traffic matter, let's see what the, yeah. He had pled guilty to some traffic matters and had community service and fines and costs, which he didn't do any of those. That's 15/46/43. Is this the same person? Maybe I'm getting
It's the same person.
Just,
date of birth, May 15th?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That was me.
So that needs to be dealt with also.
Okay, Mr. Dahl, you heard the offer by the state?
Yes, I agree to it.
Okay. So as far as the offer from the state on the M1 and M4, I believe that he served 9, he would have to serve another 11 days according to their offer. We joined in the recommendation, he'll change his plea. As far as the old traffic case, you have court costs and fines. Was there community service or anything in that, Your Honor?
He had community service and he had suspended jail.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
think he needs to get something over that because he totally blew it off.
of course, that's up to he was already pled to it and he was sentenced.
I got locked up in West Virginia, and that's the reason it got kind of blew off. Sorry about that.
You were living in Branchland at the time?
Yeah,
Is that where you're from?
I'm from Huntington now, but I was living in Lincoln County. That's where I'm originally from, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was, 103 miles an hour. State Route 7 southbound, Union Township, so probably right out here, before it turns into 52. Okay, well, we'll deal with the newest ones first, and he's gonna waive his extradition.
You're going to waive your extradition to Kentucky? Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So in return for a plea, it's my understanding, plea on 2575, which is the misdemeanor theft, the state's okay with nulling the felony robbery charge, is that right?
2575, I don't even think I have that in mind.
2575, I think, is the Kentucky case. It's 2568. So is that correct?
2575 is the theft, Your Honor. 2569 is the extradition.
68 is the robbery.
CRA 2568 is the robbery.
Yes, 2568 is robbery, so that's going to be nolly.
Nolly, does it dismiss nolly? Or?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Then there was 2569 too. I have a copy of it.
Flash, that was the extradition.
All right, 2569 is the extradition, so that remains, and Mr. Wilkie is waiving extradition governor's warrant, agreeing to go to Kentucky on that. So I have to set a timeline on that, so I'll set that aside for now. 2575 is the misdemeanor theft. He's entering a guilty plea to that charge.
That's correct, Your Honor.
You have a right to make a statement, Mr. Dial, if you wish, before I sentence you. Do you have anything you wish to say?
Apologize for the things that I've done. I'm a drug addict and I'm trying to change my life. It's not easy, but I'm sorry.
Have you been to treatment before?
No, I'm actually going to ask Kentucky whenever I go for sentencing there for rehab.
Okay, so the 2570 is a criminal trespass. So apparently you had shoplifting charges at Walmart before.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
So he's pleading guilty to that.
He's pleading guilty to that, Your Honor.
Okay, so let's go back to 2575. I'll impose a $100 fine on that, order him to pay the court costs. 30 days in jail. And I'll give him credit. He's been in since February 1st, I believe.
9th, Your Honor.
9th. So credit for 9 days, sir. So suspend 10 days. So he's got 11 more days to do on that. No community service since he's going to be in the Kentucky penal system. Double ordered to stay out of Walmart. Don't shoplift at Walmart unless you want to get caught.
Yes, sir.
Don't need to say anything more. They catch a dozen people a week at the Walmart. If you want to get caught, go there and shoplift.
Pass on that, sir.
Sometimes I think people want to get caught so they can go to treatment, but I can't. Ordinarily, I would give you treatment now, but I can't because you got this holder from Kentucky, so you'll have to try to get them to give you treatment.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll set a review hearing for you August the 11th of next year. So if you're not in custody August the 11th, you need to be here for a review hearing at 9 a.m. If you're in custody, then as soon as you get out, you need to contact the court and make arrangements to come back and take care of your case.
Yes, sir.
On the trespassing, a $50 fine. That's 2570. Down to 154643, which is driving or suspension. I'll sentence him to 10 days in jail on that, and it'll be completed by jail time.
This consecutive to the CRB 2575.
I'll make it consecutive. So that means he can be released March the 10th or thereafter to Kentucky. And I'm going to order they be held without bond until it's picked up.
Sorry, Your Honor, what was that date on the extradition?
March the 10th. So let's put him on our docket. Hopefully he'll be gone to Kentucky by the 17th. Put him down for the 17th, just for him to make sure they come and pick him up by March 17th. So the jailer, you can let him know he's available anytime after the strike of midnight on the 9th. And you want to look this over, Mr. Smith, the waiver of extradition, and sign it, and then if you agree with it, we'll send it down for Mr. Dial to sign. So put him on the docket on the extradition. That's the 69 page for March 17th. Okay, I want you to sign, Mr. Smith, you sign? You did sign?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't see it.
Yeah, put underneath your notes.
And this waiver needs to be faxed to the jail. Outside for clerk.
State of Ohio recalls Thomas J. Poe at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRA 2576, CRB 23128 AOD, CRB 23742.
Okay.
Okay, so these, the Tessa will take Mr. Coe, but I think we need an ankle monitor.
Yes, sir.
So,
Are those available, do you know?
I haven't checked.
Okay.
I want to put it back on the docket for Friday just to make sure.
You got me here. Yeah, let's do that, Your Honor.
So I'm going to put you on the docket, Mr. Coe, for this Friday. If you get an ankle monitor, he can be released anytime after he has an ankle monitor. So don't probation will have to place that. So it may happen today, as early as today, or you never know. Sometimes they're all out, all the ankle monitors are out, so you have to wait for one to be freed up.
I really appreciate you guys' time. I won't screw this up. I need something over turning away.
Okay, well, you're going to have a great chance to get clean. Take advantage of it.
So is he not waiting today? or-
We're coming back Friday.
He's released to who?
But that's it. With an ankle monitor.
And on a bond, please.
5,000 OR.
Hey, sir.
Thank
Will I
you.
be released today?
If there's an ankle monitor available.
Once you get an ankle monitor, you'll go to treatment, but I can't guarantee you'll get one today. It's possible, and it's possible not. I don't control ankle monitors.
So our agreement to do this was based on, partly on the fact that he was going to waive the grand jury, so.
Okay.
And
Well, we
come
can wait
Friday.
till Friday if you want.
We can deal with that Friday, Your Honor.
Let's just come back Friday to make sure it's all happened, that he's in the place where he needs to be, then we can go to the grand jury.
State of Ohio, we're finished at the jail, Your Honor.
Okay, that finishes up at the jail.
So we need a time limit.
Yeah, that's fine.
State of Ohio versus Daniel Lucas, case number CRA 24735, CRB 24736, CRC 231414, A, B, and C.
Your Honor, he's here reporting to the jail today. He is, he didn't understand.
All right, so let him know he's got a review hearing on March 31st. So Daniel Lucas did report for jail.
State State of Ohio recalls Tessa Curry, case number CRB 257A to B.
It's Mr. Morford's case. Okay, not going to require her to have treatment based on her urine screen. So, anything you want to tell me, Ms. Curry, before I send you? Okay, I'll impose a $100 fine where you pay the court costs, 20 days in jail suspended. In addition, you do 5 days of community service, serve 2 years of level 4 probation, stay out of Walmart stores, come back for a review hearing on August the 11th of this year at 9 o'clock. You need to check in with your probation officer, Mr. Major, before you leave the building today. We'll give you a copy of the judgment entry. It has everything I just told you, it's on it. The court has a website that has all your information on it, so if you have questions, you can call him, you can check with the clerk, you can go online and look at your case.
You're on a open case.
Was that trespass? $50 fine on the trespass.
Thank you, Judge.
Your order, stay out of Walmart.
State of Ohio versus Alexis J. case number is TRD 766, TRD 211431, TRC 171178C, TRC 183327, TRD 183892.
It's Mr. Smith's case.
It is, Judge. I just happened to be here. It's on review today, but we had a pretrial next Monday,
Okay.
I believe.
Your Honor, if I may,
Yes.
I didn't pull the review hearing because it was a rubber band to the pretrial. I didn't notice the dates were different, but she does have pretrial on the 24th.
Okay.
She does have a report today. You got it? Okay.
Okay. So she did okay?
She's doing very well. She went to detox for several days and is getting settled in now at Bethesda.
Okay. Because she wasn't too happy at one point, I don't think. But happier now? No? You're not happier?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm good.
Your Honor, she did contact me when she was at detox wanting not to go to Bethesda.
Right.
I advised her.
I remember that.
And she asked, Judge, and I don't know, I would need a calculator. She's wonders how much jail's over her head, possibly laying it out in jail. And there's so many files.
I'm just confused, Your Honor. I'm just confused.
Did you prefer to go to jail?
No, but I'm really confused about my case. I've turned myself in. I went to the jail and done that with my mom. Okay, I served that and got out. I don't know how we got here again. And I thought that one of the cases were dismissed when I completed the 6 months treatment at Spectrum, which Taylor was there at that time too. So I'm just kind of confused on what's going on. I'm just confused.
Well, you relapsed and you were dirty and you needed to detox and get clean. And you still have.
Yes, Your Honor.
Just the very first case, you got $1,150 that you never paid in fines and costs.
I was going to ask you if I could make a payment today.
Let's see. You got 2 days of community service you never did, $385 in fines and costs you never paid. The next one. You got $1,075 fines and costs you never paid. The very first, oldest case from about 2018. You did everything but go to the dip school. No, that's not the oldest case, sorry, there's another one. That's the same year though, no operator's license. You did your community service, you paid everything but $47. So you can go through and add that up, but it sounds like there's still a lot left.
Yeah, I owe
Here's the main thing.
$2,675.
How old are you?
27, Your Honor.
You're young. You got kids?
I've got a little sister that just lost her mom a year ago. So, yeah.
Your sister?
My little sister, yes. Her
Okay.
mom overdosed and died a year ago.
That you were caring for, or?
My dad and I, yes.
Okay. Well, how old is your little sister?
13. He has full
Best thing you can
custody.
do for her is to get clean. Yeah. You're gonna set aside a little time to get clean and stay clean for the rest of your life. That's the biggest influence you can have on your little sister right now. It is not too late. I mean, 13 is pretty old for substances. I mean, I hate to be cynical about it, but a fellow that teaches addiction medicine at the medical school, Dr. Davies, tells me most people that start using drugs, you know when their first age is, what grade they're in when they first start experimenting? 6th grade. Well, that's younger than 13. She's already formed most of her attitudes about using substances at this point. But I still think my statement is true. You can still be an influence on her. A lot of her attitudes are already formed, but you can still have a positive impact. And the biggest impact you can have is getting clean and staying clean and demonstrating that to her every day. You disagree? I don't think you're there. I don't think you're with it. You think you going out and partying and having to go to detox, that's a good influence on her?
No, Your Honor.
It isn't.
No.
So
I
what
don't
you're
see
doing
being
right
out of
now
her
is
life
the
for
best
6 months either is very influential either, though. My dad needs help. He has no one there to watch her.
thing. Well, do
I
you need to
can't
get
say-
children's services involved? Is she in danger?
No, she's not in danger.
Where she live?
With my dad.
Where's he?
Home. He's at work probably. I haven't talked.
Where? Give me a place.
South
You-
Point.
Okay, so it's Ohio.
Yes.
I mean, I want to make sure she's safe. She's in school.
Yes, she's in school.
What grade she in?
7th.
South Point?
Yes.
What grade she making?
Good grades.
Okay. Wow.
She's a great kid. And she's just, she's tired of seeing her family going through it.
Yeah, well, when we stick you back in that environment with her, we want to make sure it's a clean you, not someone that's using.
I won't be there. My dad won't let me.
Because I take it if you're using, you're also taking drugs into the house.
Well, my dad will not allow me to be there. That was kind of why I got arrested, because I was using drugs.
Okay.
So I wasn't allowed to live there.
Well, it didn't take a day or two for you to start using. It's not going to take a day or two for you to get clean and stay clean. So you got to make this the #1 commitment. Right now, your sister's important, but you getting clean is more important right now, because if you go back in that household and start using again, you're liable to drag her down with you. Very likely to. I don't think you're seeing that yet. You're not taking any responsibility, so you still got a lot of work to do. Let's come back in about 3 weeks and see where we are then. Well, she has the pretrial, when we do it.
Next Monday.
The 24th.
This coming
Let's just keep
Monday.
that then.
Okay.
Let's just keep it. Wouldn't hurt to see her more often.
Yes, Monday.
So we'll keep it on the 24th. All of our cases are set for February 24th.
10 o'clock on all your cases. I'll see you then. Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Tanisha Cantrell, case number CRV 2531 AMD, and Crystal Cantrell, case number CRV 2529, CRV 2530.
Okay, can you find out anything?
Not a lot, Your Honor. I spoke to, I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name.
Mr. Tarver?
Tarvin, yeah, Mr. Tarvin. He gave me the name, he gave me contact information for the facility. It's called Wise Path, and it's in, Morgantown. I contacted them. They can't tell me whether they have her or not, because there's not a HIPAA compliant release. I'm not clear if they were if they were supposed to get there yesterday or today. So what I'd like to do, Your Honor, is ask to continue this out. Are you here Friday?
Yeah.
To either Friday or Monday of next week, and at that point, if I don't have any further information, I'm really not sure there's much I can say. But I think that it's worth trying to give it a little bit of time for a release to go through. I gave them my information, they've got my contact information at the facility.
We could do either one.
I don't know if one's better than the other for you.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I can do either one.
Let's just make it Monday then, just to give me the rest of the week.
All right, February 24th, I guess I would indicate to the facility, if you don't hear from those folks, they're likely to get a warrant, and then one of them has a felony, so it's gonna be good unless you're drinking a felony.
Right.
Your client actually is the one that's
Yes.
felony. Okay, both cases are continued to the 24th.
Thank you.
Thanks, John.
State of Ohio recalls Robert Jenkins one more time. Case number TRD 132488 A and B is not updated.
Okay, issue a warrant. Warrant, yeah, I think you had a warrant outstanding before.
Yes. We're finished.
Court's adjourned.
Sorry.
Here you
I was looking at Luke.
You were jazzing.
I was sitting here Facebook and Luke, I knew I was like right in your face.
Fine.